Hey everybody, it's Chris Campbell, Vice President of Content and Client Relationships with the Food Institute, and we are at Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey right now for NJ FoodTech 2025. I have Nolan Lewin with me. He's Executive Director of the Rutgers Food Innovation Center, also known as RFIC for short. And I guess we'll just start off, Nolan. How's it going today?
Awesome. We have a great day. We have a full crowd of people here, great agenda. I think we put together a really good program.
We'll talk about the program in a little bit, but I think it might be helpful for some of our audience that might not already be familiar with your organization. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about RFIC.
Sure. Well, RFIC is part of the Rutgers University ecosystem, part of the School of Environmental and Biological Sciences, New Jersey Agricultural Experiment Station, and we're the outreach down in Bridgeton, New Jersey. And basically what we do is incubate, accelerate, and commercialize food and beverage businesses within the state, the region, and in the nation.
Very cool. And I know that RFIC is one of the main organizers of the event today, so maybe we could talk a little bit more about the event, some of the goals that you have for putting an event like this together, and some of the outcomes you're hoping for.
Yeah, so this is actually our third year of holding this event. We started out with probably about 100 people first year, and it's grown over the last 3 years to where we're pretty much at capacity in the space that we have, which is a great problem to have, right? But we really try and pull together different experts in their fields and touch on all aspects of food technology, finance, licensing, purchasing, buying, all of the components that most food and beverage industry people are looking for.
And I got to say, even just some of the other interviews I've done today, talking around the floor, it does seem like a great mix. You got investors, you got food companies, you got ingredient companies, you got academics here, right? So it seems like a really interesting mix of people to have in one room to kind of talk about the theme, which is innovation and collaboration, right?
Exactly. And what makes the Food Innovation Center on its own is the fact that we are one of the only food innovation centers in the entire country that has FDA, USDA dual jurisdiction, and we can manufacture product that we can sell into the market. Most other food innovation centers affiliated with universities don't have that ability.
Yeah, and let's dive into that a little bit more. Say I'm a startup food company that's looking to work with you. What's that process like? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that and maybe some success stories as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we deal with companies who are very, very early stage. They just thought of an idea, all the way up to Fortune 500 companies that are looking for some space where they can get off of the production floor and potentially work on their projects without giving up line time. So it can be almost anything. We specialize in acidified food, high acid food products. So if you think about teas, jellies, jams, sodas, beverages, iced teas, anything that can be put into a glass or PET bottle. We also work on other projects or help with other projects. Most recently, we had a couple of clients that were working on plant-based material. That's a big trend. Our most famous claim to fame has been the Impossible Burger. That was about 10 years ago. And we've had plant-based chicken nuggets under Sundial. They were acquired by Nestle recently. We've had 50 Cut, which is a mycelium mushroom root-based product. Also goes by Mush Foods. And they basically make a roasted mushroom product that is put into regular traditional meat products to help with cutting down on the fat and all the other bad components of meat.
Love to see plant-based stuff being developed in the Garden State, right? It's definitely an awesome dynamic. I guess my last question for you, Nolan, is just, on a personal level, when you come to an event like this, what are you looking to get out of it?
Well, for me, I'm a collaborator. I love to have the networking capabilities and joining people, putting them together, and helping them get the answers that they're looking for. So if we don't help them directly, we can generally point them in the right direction of who they need to talk to and give them at least those insights. I'd say probably 70, 80% of the time we're able to help them in some capacity, but that's really the thing that drives our mission and our goal of economic growth and development, job creation.
And if anyone wants to learn a little bit more about RFIC, where should they go?
So we're at foodinnovation.rutgers.edu. We have our home webpage. There's actually an application link that they can click on if they want to submit for a project. And we generally follow up with everyone to make sure that we've at least had the conversation.
All right, perfect. So everyone knows where to go. Nolan, really appreciate you spending a little time with us here on the Food Institute podcast.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.